All right, I'll let everybody get in and then we'll decide what we're doing. Well, I know what we're doing, but we'll start making decisions. You win, Judy. I don't know what you win, but you win. Right, I'm going to move this before I get it dirty. I don't need that. Hi, Christy. Excuse me. I think I'm getting bronchitis. I'm pulling options for the background. I'm trying to find some brushes that I like. Hi, Kat. Hi, Joan. Hi, Lena. Yeah, I just woke up and my chest is real congested, so I don't feel bad like a cold or anything, but I'm going to take some, I'm going to get something tomorrow at the pharmacy and an expectorant and try to, before it gets bad. It's probably allergy related, asthma allergy related. Okay, so this is Lori's puppy, and here's the original photo that I'm working with. It's just a black and white printout. And I'm going to underpaint him and then do it in color pencil. He is tan and brown with some dark spots. Let me show you the photo. You can sort of see his color. So I want to do a background that's in the greens and the blues. So I was looking for stuff and pulling stuff and just kind of getting, yeah, good, Lori's here. And so I forgot I had these coasters. And so I thought maybe we would do something on the coaster and kind of decide what we want. Like, I like this stencil. And I like the tone-on-tone metallic, not necessarily this color. I like this color combination of the green and the turquoise because I was leaning towards like a green metallic with a pop of a turquoise stencil. And then this was just a totally different idea. I don't want to do a copper though, but maybe this was a different, and then I also have some jelly printed napkin, and we could try, would this be good in area in the background? Because the white part will go clear, and then the blue on the, and maybe even some papers here and there. And it is a more modern stencil. So what I thought we would do is we would set him aside and we would play with some samples and see what we liked. Now, this is the same paint, but I don't want to use this napkin. But we can try and see if we like it on top of So my thought on that was, and we'll start with that. Now, is there anything I've shown you, Lori, that you go, yuck, don't like it? Or said that you go, yuck, don't like it? So here's a lighter green metallic. And I'm going to put a slightly darker green metallic on the other side. Rocco, right? It's R-O-C-C-O. Rocco? This one's more green. And it could be a combination of the two. There's kind of an ombre. And let's get some gel medium. Hi, Kathy. And let's put this now. And I'm not worried about like style right now. I'm just trying to see what we like how this napkin looks over these colors. That's the main goal right now. Okay, so there's one. Let's let that dry. And then let's try the darker green. In fact, there's even a darker green. I'm going to throw in a little crystal green. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put just this green on one side. And I'm going to put the other green, which I don't want by itself. I want more of a mixture if I use that green. In fact, I'm going to try even a little bit of this lighter one with this dark green. All right, then let's try the stencil. I'm going to put both stencils. And I have a dark turquoise. It's called teal. And I have an ice blue. I'm going to try a little bit of both. Yeah, I like these colors. I'm not sure about the napkin one. I think I was leaning more towards tone on tone. And I think I'm leaning more towards a more natural stencil. And this one has a little blue mixed in with the turquoise. Here's just kind of the blue by itself. And I'm going to do just the turquoise by itself again on this darker end here. All right, so there's the original green, and we could also flip the colors potentially too. The more modern stencil, and then there's less turquoise. So we'll let that dry. And then let's try a green teal combination. Some of the green, some of the teal. Now that is a pretty color right there. That's the medium green and the teal mixed together. Okay. So the other thought was do something like, I don't even know how well this will work. We'll see. Okay, this is, oh, that's the champagne. That's not what I want. I'm going to try. So let me ask Lori, which stencil do you prefer? A or a more modern look? B. And here's the dry napkin, which would be the more modern stencil. Stencil A. Okay, that's where I'm kind of leaning towards too. So I'm going to ixnay the napkin because that's the more modern. And I don't know how this is going to work either. We'll just try it. This is glitter. And it may not even show up on screen. It's a silver. And here's a champagne color. This stuff stinks. It smells like glue. Okay, let's pull that off. All right. That's going to be hard to see on the camera, but can you see how it'd be very subtle? I think I'm leaning towards this. Which is not to say we couldn't do the turquoise and add some glitter to the turquoise. So one, or two. So one or two. Okay, one. So if we do one, do you want me to add some glitter into the turquoise paint? Or just keep it metallic? Ooh, I'm gonna tell you that stuff is stinky. No glitter. Okay. I have no problem with that. We'll just keep it metal. That's probably more masculine anyways, in reality. Right? These can join. Someday these will have a life as something. I don't know what. Okay, get rid of that. We don't need this. Oh, that's the glitter I was looking for on my desk. Let me get rid of the paints we don't need so I have less on my desk. We'll start with all right, so now remember the underpainting is just what the color pencil is going to go on. It's not his actual color. So I'm not trying to match his color, right? But, you know. So I'm going to use the Deco Arts Traditions, which are between their craft paint and a more of a liquid basic. They're one of my favorites. All right, so I'm just getting some white. Some raw sienna. And I think I'm going to go with the medium gray. And a little bit of the darker gray. Is CC on right now? Or a recorded? She's not live. Is she? And this is Mississippi Mud. It's just Americana. And I'm just going to start putting a base coat. He has the goofiest ears. He is so cute. Okay. Right. Probably get quiet. So I just want a base coat. All right. At this point, I still want to see some of my lines, so I just want that chalky. Underpainting on there. Gotta get that eye in it. I know Dot loves. I can leave. Poor Dottie. because we leave the eye white and it drives Dottie crazy. That's why she hates when I leave the eyes empty. It drives her nuts that it's one of the last things I do is the eye. So, you know, it just means we have to give her a hard time. It's kind of like Gene and Splats. Most of this isn't going to show. It's going to be under the mat. Try not to get it too thick. Back in with a little dark again. Try to get some of those white spots just a little bit more white. Okay. I think that works as an undercoating. Like I said, it's just about getting that craft paint, that acrylic down so that there's something with a colored pencil to grab. So let's, I've got some extra paint here. I'm going to just take a stencil and some paper. And sponge it on there, just not to waste it. Grab a jean stencil to use, and I'll just grab the sponge. Just get some of this, like I said. Instead of wasting the paint. Okay. I said that'll make a good painty paper later. I took the photograph and did what tattoo artists do and hit my main outlines and with graphite. You can see where I have like the shadows just to get a base. Okay. All of that. Yeah. And I've gotten really where I do a combination of raw sienna, a couple values of gray and white, and just try to think middle of what I want to go, or like what the undercoat would be. Like, I'm not trying to match what I'm going to put in colored pencils exactly. Like where this gray is going to be darks and browns, and where this tan is going to be the ochre colors and some of the tans. What did Lena get in trouble for? All right, so now we're going to add the green, and I'm going to do a little mixture of both greens, I think. And we are going to take a moment and cut our friend here out. And I'm going to use it as a mask to protect. When I'm stenciling. I have a question, y'all. I have been thinking about doing a coupon for my Etsy for, I thought about like Black Friday or Cyber Monday, something along that line type set discount on artwork. Well, I thought about doing, you know how you can use super chat on the stream? I thought about doing a stream and doing lots, like pulling out some of the artwork in lots that would be in the same price range and giving them numbers with like a Post-it note or a piece of masking tape, something that won't fall off, where if I sell it, I can denote who bought it quickly and it won't fall off. And what I thought about was I could do it live on the stream, and if somebody wanted to buy it right then, they could buy it in the super chat and then email me their mailing information. When I post it online, we would mark it sold if it was sold. And when I posted online the video, anyone who watched in YouTube could go on Etsy and get the coupon and buy it. So I thought it might be fun to do that kind of stream. Like if anybody wanted to shop for gifts. So those of you who maybe watch but don't attend live streams, and I'm going to promote it like on Etsy and, well, not on Etsy, but on, that'll work. Kind of like Carol did when she had the auction. So, but I thought we could use the super chat instead of saying you're going to buy it. You could just use the super chat and pay for it. And then, like I said, email me the shipping information, then I'd ship it all out, like say this Saturday. I don't want to do it that Friday because people are busy. So I thought maybe before Thanksgiving, like maybe Tuesday night is what I was thinking. I could kind of get it together and organize. Okay. I just thought, it might be. I saw all these people doing like talking about pop-ups, and I thought, we could just do that. And if I sell something, I sell something. If I don't, I don't. It also would be out there in YouTube land with, the link to my shop. And so I was leaning towards like 25%. And I want to do it in the evening. I don't think I want to do it during the day. Necessarily. Does super chat take? I don't know. I guess we could. We could use my Etsy. I mean, anybody wanted to buy something could just go to the Etsy, and I could just do it like a show and tell, because that's what, if somebody sees it and watches it, the playback, that's what they would have to do. Yeah, I mean, no matter who I use is going to take a fee. So I don't know. I've not looked at what nobody's ever done super chat, so I don't know. I mean, I could use PayPal too. That's also an option. I mean, Etsy, PayPal, Super Chat. Yeah, Etsy is not 50% or 30%, I mean. I don't want this brush either. I'm going to go through about 6 brushes. I like this brush for a lot of area, but I'm not liking it for like the edge. That's better. Yeah, it is intended to be like a tip jar. I just was thinking it could be a way to easily process a payment. But like I said, I have PayPal, Etsy. I mean, I can just post. I can group some of the things in Etsy ahead of time so they're easier to find too. If they're not already grouped. Some things are grouped, some things are not. So we'll do PayPal. PayPal takes a percentage, so does Etsy. Everybody who's going to process a payment for you is going to take their share. The good thing about Etsy is it marks it sold. It also allows you to tell me exactly where you want it shipped. So we'll play with it and I'll give people options. I just don't want anybody in watching a replay to PayPal me if it's sold and they are not aware it's sold. So anybody who's watching the replay would need to go to the Etsy. So I can just do it like a showcase. I don't know. I assumed that the super chat was connected to like the AdSense or something somehow. Yeah, he's going to pop on this green and blue. That's why I wanted to use. And I'm going to put a second coat before I add the turquoise. to make sure that it's even. Yeah, yeah, I thought about that. I could probably ask Google too. I need a little brush real quick. All right, let's go back to this brush. I just like it better. All right. Come over on this side that's drier. Now, because this is like a metallic, it can be directional. So I tend to keep my on my final coat. I like to keep them in the same direction. Most of this isn't going to show down here, but okay, let's. Also, when I get the stencil of turquoise on there, that was a whole lot of that paint. It'll help. This is coming along. Okay. I'm pretty happy with most of that. Just here and there. Hi, Tina. Thanks, Judy. I don't like this color by itself, really. All right. That is not going to work. Let's set that aside for just a second. Let's get out a piece of paper. And we'll just use this stencil. And I don't care if it's sloppy. See if we can. I got way too much paint out when I went to get that second or third bundle of paint. It just came out. So I don't really care if it's messy. All right. Clean that up. That'll be pretty in something. Especially if I put watercolor over it. With that white space. It's about time to get a new craft mat. Because this one's got quite the buildup. Hi, Joycey. I didn't say that earlier. All right. So I'm going to take just a little bit of painter's tape. And I'm sort of taking some, I took some of the stickiness off of it. I don't want it, I just want to protect it, make it kind of stay where I put it. Oh, I know I can scratch them too, but with the I spray them and scratch them. But this is an oven liner, and it's got a texture, so it gets funky after a while. It's old, and so sometimes I just like to replace them. They get holes in them occasionally because I'm so rough on them. But I could just spray with Murphy's oil probably and let it soak. All right. So I'm going to start. I want this stencil just, well, I'm going to start over here. And now I'm going to use the teal. And I am definitely getting a different sponge. Let's just get out. I'm just going to get a makeup wedge that's clean. Fingers are sticking. Okay, keep it softer right there where I'm going to move it in a minute. Okay. Let's move it down. All right. Work on this little area right here. Get a little darker in some areas, lighter in others. I don't want to do on that side yet. Okay. I'm going to shift. Get some more paint. All right. It's not too bad transition there. I think that'll transition there, right there. Good. I think that'll be pretty with the mat. Let's take Rocco off carefully. I don't want to tear the paper, so I'm just gently pulling that off. And I'll save this in case I need it for something along the way. All right. So let me move that just a second. Let's go ahead and take leftover paint. And add it to this paper. That'll work. All right, and let's that little bit. So just to get an idea, it's not done. That'll be how it'll be once he's done and matted. I don't think we need to do anything else to the background. I think we can just leave it like it is. But the rest will be a surprise, Miss Lori. So what I'll do is I'll work on the colored pencil. I'll probably put on a good Christmas movie. Curl up in bed. I have a hospital table that I like to use that tilts. I can set all the colored pencils in their trays on the bed next to me. And get busy putting paints up. But it's hard to do the colored pencil on camera. I'd rather do it off camera, to be honest. So I'm excited about him. I think he's going to turn out really handsome. I am going to mark it as shipped so I can close the sale. Lori, I can still see your address and everything. If that's okay with you. And then I will tweet you the tracking number when I mail it. My goal is to have them done and in the mail this week. So as I listen to audiobooks or watch movies, that way you can have it in plenty of time to wrap and frame it if you want to frame it for him before you wrap it. All right, let's play just a little bit more. How long have we been on? Just an hour and a half? Unless somebody else is wanting to stream. It's not too early for Christmas movies, Dot. Hey. They make you cry. They're so good. Make you laugh. Bob's like, you are nuts. All right, I don't know how I'm doing this or what I'm doing. We're just playing. We're going to play with some of the interference and the metallics. This is just a piece of dirty transparency. I'm going to use my metallics and some I'm going to get some blues and green in there. And maybe even some gold with the black. I want the black so that the interference can pop. The idea is kind of like a galaxy. So let's start by getting the ears. I want to focus just, that looks like that water's not clean. It's clean, it's just, maybe my brush wasn't perfectly clean. All right, so I'm gonna flood the ear with water. Okay. Okay. Let's try. Decisions. That's kind of a blue. Green in here. That's a little darker. Wow. It's kind of a blue black. All right. I want to blot some, I think, now. Before we add some more back. All right, now I'm going to come back with some of that metallic. And I'll do the interference here in a few minutes. I'm going to see what these will do, like what will push what around. Okay. Okay. Let's trying to get a kind of a cloud movement, like a nebula. May need something different on the background. I think I want to dry it in a minute. Needs. He's coming out more mottled than I thought. I'm gonna blot him because he's a little. Let's dry it. All right, so I want to go back in. So I like this right here. Yeah, babe. I don't know. Not long. Why? You want to watch a movie or something? All right, just give me a little bit. Of course you can. Okay. It's getting more along the lines of Okay, let's try putting some interference stuff in. I'm not going to finish the bunny today, I don't think. Okay, put some interference blue. All right, we're going to try some interference, like a purple. Add a little dark color to that. Because then the interference will show up. He's kind of looking like a camouflage more than he is Galaxy. Yeah, your moon glow would be pretty. Okay, let's go with some of the green interference. Okay. Go back with some of that blue and some of my blue. I'm going to dry some of that real quick. go in with some of that pink. Need some of the blue up here. Also need some of that black. And the green. Does it look galaxy-like? Okay. And then when it's dry, you need to add stars. I don't know what I want to do down here. I need to do paper towels for sure. I haven't had added any papers yet. Which I will add some papers in here. Let's I just want a tint, I think, in here. just love how the interference will move. With each other. Grab some of my darker blue. All right. I did not pull papers for this. Let's try. I said to look up, I'll put them in the chat. Esther Peck, she does florals. Poco Loco Studio, she does watercolor. And I gotta look up the other guy who does watercolor. Now Jean's would like this third one. Let me search. Du Bois. Underscore. Those are the three that are like, wow. Esther Peck does a lot for she posts a lot for Prima and for her own workshops and stuff. She does a lot of floral. And Picola Studios, she does a mixture of some whimsical, some floral, and animals. She's not like one thing. She's just really crazy good. And then he is like, you think you're looking at a photograph. He did some water the other day, and it was so good. So they're three of my favorite to see what they post watercolor-wise. Okay. I don't know what else I want to do yet until we put the fabric on and the nose. I know we're going to put stars up in the ears. Put a little turquoise down in here. And sort of break that up. The nose will go on top of that. And I think the pattern is going to be turquoise base down here. I'm leaning towards doing some more. Oh God, Bob, it's just like big whiny baby because I'm. Because he wants to watch a movie. We'll see if that doesn't work with the napkin over it. So some of that will get covered. Try. Let me get the white real quick. Add some water to that. Okay, I don't want stars. Pretty much, I want them up here. But I'm gonna wipe them out of the pink area. And I'm gonna try a little iridescent stuff too. Champagne. Okay, I don't want that brush for what I'm doing. It's not making me happy. Okay. Now let's decide. Okay, that puts some down the nose too. Now I might put some just iridescent out here later, but right now I don't think I want to. Let's try that. I'm almost done, Bob. Okay. I think that'll be good for right now to start with. Yeah, I don't have stickles. But I'm going to put paper on his nose. And I'll put paper in the cheeks probably. And I might put something up in the ears. I'm not sure. We'll just play with it. Yeah, he definitely seems to be more a boy bunny, doesn't he, right now? So I'm going to stop there. Go entertain hubby. Find something to eat probably and watch a movie. He's darker in the face than I thought. But like I said, I might put some papers in here to help lighten up some of the parts of the face. And it may just be like map paper or dictionary paper. So I'll let you know what days and times I'm going to stream since I'm off this week, because I will stream. I'm thinking Tuesday night I'll do the pop-up shop. Because nobody streams on Tuesday night that I know of. And then I may stream Thursday night too, since we're not really going anywhere or doing anything. I hear that weird noise again. There's something. I think it's my light. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.